Okay, today we are going to talk about Gaza. Uh, I am anti-war against Gaza. Um, on the basis that innocent people do not need to have rockets pummeled at them. Um, I think around 70,000 people have lost their lives uh, in this Gaza escapade. And to put that into perspective, um, I think about 3,000 people lost their lives in 9/11. Um, this is a hard subject to talk about. Um, as a person that believes in Jesus Christ and his teachings, I don't think innocent people should be targeted. Um, Now on the other hand, um, peaceful resolution could be achieved if Israel uh, bought the land. This is ethics of war, right? Um, do I think do I think Israel should have that land? Uh, I'm pro that, but I am not pro uh, innocent people losing their lives. And I believe that is what is going on. Now, this is like direct fire from Israel into the innocent. And, I don't necessarily agree with the war, the wars in the Middle East that America has been going down. Now, um, here's the flip side. Um, there are extremists that attack Western cultures. That is true, and it is inherent to the message of the Quran. Um, it it just is. And if extremists that want to cause war, to have the other side, the defenders, actually have to defend themselves, well, that's another story. Uh, you know, there is a long history of Muslim, the Muslim tradition attacking the Jewish tradition. Um, you know, I am not a war hawk. I don't that I think that is the last resort. War, and I think these innocent lives in Gaza that are being lost is not good. Uh, and yeah, I believe that is true. There are a lot of propagandized messages on both sides about what Gaza is. Um, and it's really hard to know what is true. Um, but I do believe the deceased count is probably accurate to some degree. Uh, and so, what does this mean? Uh, it means Israel is doing bad stuff. Um, I totally understand conquering, but I think there's an ethical way of doing it without hurting innocent people. Um, and yeah, it's actually kind of disgusting that these Islamist fighters, use the civilians as cannon fodder. That's really evil, right? So you have one side saying, trying to claim a territory. That's a whole thing, right? But the tactics of the other side is to kill their own people by using them as cannon fodder, right? Putting innocent lives at the front lines. And this is inherent to their ideology, to sacrifice themselves for Allah. Like one of the first self-deleting martyrs in Islam was a little boy. I mean, it's like I believe he carried an explosive under a armored vehicle and ignited the fuse. Right? Um, this is not propaganda. This is what they believe. This is their ideology. It's very self-deleting. And that's a fallacy to me. Jesus Christ teaches you to live. Um, yeah, that's one of the key teachings is living. And it seems like Islam wants you to have an early death for the sake of Allah. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna show any type of video. I don't want. I don't. that it's very dark. Viewer discretion advised if you go look up Gaza. Uh, um yeah, it's very hard to know who is responsible for the famine conditions with the Jewish blockade and seeing videos of stockpiled food not being given over to the people. So it's just two conflicting messages. But I think a way of buying the land could be achieved. That's all I'm saying. Peaceful resolution. Uh, give those people in Gaza enough money, and they'll move away. I mean, seems uh money answers a lot of things. Uh, See, I agree with the culture of Judaism more than Islam, but I disagree with the actions against innocent people. If that stops happening, then I'm sure Israel will have a lot more support. Plain and simple. Um, okay, I am reading from First Kings 8:37. If there is famine in the land, if there is pestilence or blight or mildew or locust or caterpillar, if their enemy besieges them in the land at their gates, whatever plague, whatever sickness there is, whatever prayer, whatever plea is made by any man or by all your people Israel, each knowing the affliction of his own heart and stretching out his hand toward this house, then hear in heaven your dwelling place, and forgive, and act, and render to each whose heart you know, according to all his ways for you. You only know the hearts of all the children of mankind. Talking about God. That they may fear you all the days that they live in the land that you gave to our fathers. Uh, So this was a time during Solomon and his house, praying towards his house, is during this time, the presence of the Lord was in his house, and now Jesus uh, died on the cross and tore the veil between us and God. You don't have to pray towards Israel, right? Uh, just pray to Jesus, and I think miraculous things will happen. So yeah, that's my ultimate belief, right? That the people in Gaza can turn towards Jesus, and yeah, everything will be good. Um, yeah, Muhammad is not a good prophet to follow. Okay, uh, check him out. Uh, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Thank you for watching, and God bless. And I pray for the safety of the people in Israel, and I pray for the safety of the people in Gaza. And I hope they come to know Jesus Christ. Pretty much, yeah. Okay, bye.